Ever walked into a room and completely forgot why you went there? Or struggled to recall a name moments after hearing it? Memory and forgetting are a part of everyday life, but how exactly does memory work? And why do we forget? In today's video, we're exploring the fascinating science behind memory and the reasons we sometimes lose track of it. To understand memory, we need to look at the three main stages: encoding, storage, and retrieval. Encoding is the process of taking in information, like reading a phone number or learning a new fact. Then comes storage, where our brain organizes and saves this information, much like storing files on a computer. Finally, there's retrieval, the process of accessing and using stored memories when we need them. So, if we're so good at storing information, why do we forget? Psychologists have studied this for decades, and pioneers like Hermann Ebbinghaus discovered something called the forgetting curve. The forgetting curve shows that we lose information quickly after we learn it, especially if we don't revisit or reinforce it. Within a day, we may lose nearly 50% of what we've learned, and over time, even more fades away. But why do memories fade? There are two main reasons: interference and decay. Interference happens when similar information gets mixed up in our minds. For example, learning a new password might make it harder to remember the old one. New information competes with old information, leading us to forget. Then there's decay, where memories simply fade over time if we don't actively use them. Just like an old photograph fades in sunlight, unused memories slowly weaken. Want to improve your memory? Here are 3 science-backed tips. Tip 1. Use spaced repetition. Instead of cramming, review information at spaced intervals. Maybe once today, again tomorrow, and then a few days later. This helps combat the forgetting curve and strengthens your memory over time. Tip 2. Use associations. Connecting new information with something familiar can make it easier to remember. If you just met someone named Rose, picture them holding a rose. The brain loves visuals, so associations can make memories stick. Tip 3. Practice retrieval. Instead of just rereading information, try recalling it from memory. Writing down what you remember or explaining it to someone else strengthens neural pathways, making the information easier to recall in the future. Our memories shape who we are, but forgetting is a natural part of how our brains function. By understanding the science behind memory and using a few practical strategies, we can improve our ability to retain and recall what matters most. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed learning about the science of memory, be sure to like and subscribe for more insights into the mind. Do you have any tips for remembering things? Share them in the comments below.